Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Meadsy69, and I wanna cry. These battles just make me want to cry. We have three fantastic battles for you today, and we're gonna start it off with the Type 62 Dragon, driven by Vakos. And what a battle this is going to be! Absolutely fantastic. Now he's going to start off. It is on Oasis Palms, and he is top tier. As we know, the Type 62 Dragon is, in my opinion, the best premium tank in the game regarding sort of playstyle, how good it is, and price. Sort of all that put together, then this is probably the best tank in the game. And he's going to prove that. He's going to prove just how good this tank can be. But also, he's going to prove just how vulnerable this tank can actually be. So he's taken out the SU-100Y, and his team has 2 tanks down. Now he's going to fight it off with a Black Prince here, and as we know, the Black Prince has been buffed, and the front armor is pretty strong on the Black Prince. So there's the enemy that are coming around to the right. So he's going to wait, and he's going to now deal with the VK36, which has also been buffed in a few updates ago. So his team in over the desert, they are getting rushed in. As you can see, if you look at the minimap, there is still some tanks sitting in spawn. But he's going to focus on this one tank. He knows that it's a dangerous tank. He managed there to now just track him. He's going to set him on fire, and he's going to get his second kill. His team have vanished. Sitting in spawn, they have absolutely vanished, and all the tanks that are coming around there are fast tanks. They're mediums and light tanks, which leaves this Black Prince on his own. Now, he does get lucky here because the Black Prince, I don't know if he is tunneling the tank in front of him, but Vakos is just going to sit here and he's going to absolutely farm some damage. And the Black Prince is not going to do nothing in return. But you can still see the Black Prince is shooting. So I'm guessing that he is in sniper mode and he can't actually see that there is a Type 62 taking his entire hit point pool. Until it's too late. But he's going to clear him with the HE, which is a great decision to save the AP shells that he has got. So he does take him out for his third kill, and it now just leaves a 2-on-4. 2-on-4, him and the VK, which isn't a great tank you want with you against 4, and he is going to die. But that is some lovely fire there to the SP1C. He's going to use another HE into the other SP1C. He's still full hit points, so anything can happen. If he can take out this SP, then anything can actually happen. But he gets set on fire, which is unfortunate. He does now make a few mistakes. He is going to make a few mistakes. Now, there is a T43 that is capping, as you can see. He should have rushed this T3485. He could have got there and he could have probably had maybe 2 shots off, maybe even 3. He might have even been able to clear this T3485 before the T43 actually come around. So that was probably his first mistake. And he's not going to make many this game. He's on 4,400 damage. And he's probably going to make a couple of silly errors. I mean, that mistake there, he shot, but I mean, he wasn't going to hit. And he does get away with it by getting a bounce. But of course, he goes into the building and gets shot from that T43. Now, if this was me, I would probably rush this T3485. I'd probably rush him, get him gone. But instead, he is going to go for the T43. Gets a lovely bounce there, and he's just going to wait and fight. He has the DPM. He has fantastic DPM. If he can bait another shot out of this guy, then who knows what can happen. Now, he does get shot from the T43, but because that tracks him, he is unable to move. And we could just see that T43 there shoot. He's going to now poke back, and he can actually take a shot from each of these guys and probably still stay alive if he is lucky. But he's going to make a big error here. There's a T43 that is a tier 7, and there's a T3485. He does get shot. Now he should be rushing this T34. The T3485 shot. The T43 was on a reload, and he's now going to try and clear him with the HE. No. 6 kills. That would have been his 7th kill. And he fails. The HE shot failed to pen. 5,996 damage with 6 kills. That was just so unfortunate. But nonetheless, a fantastic battle, Lakos. Thank you for sending me that in. Next up, we have another battle that just makes me want to cry, and it is Rejection, and he's driving the 121B. Now, this has been buffed recently. I've been playing it. To be honest, I don't really feel too much different than. I mean, what is it? 0.2 seconds of a reload extra, less. Sorry. I can't really feel it too much to what it was. It's not really noticeable. I was going to make a 121B another video because of the buff, but I don't know if I want to or not. I do have a couple of replays. If you do want another 121B post buff, then hit me up in the comments and let me know if you want it. And I have the footage there. So just let me know if you do want a buffed 121B video. But it's not going to be much different to the previous 121B video because there's not really much change. I mean, 0.2 second reload is not much at all, and you don't really feel it. But Rejection, he's going to have, again, just like the first battle, an amazing game. An absolute amazing game. Now, he's managed to farm up 1,300 damage so far, just sitting in that middle, which is probably the best spot in the map, right at the beginning of the game, because you can open up all the enemy that is crossing. So he's now spotted the T-54. The T-54 there is going to have a bad game. He's going to have a really bad game. Now, he gets away with that because there was a Jaegeru in the middle looking, but he completely got away with that. Now, he's going to bump into the T-54, who is going to get a bounce. Now, he can just probably out-DPM this guy, face hug, and I mean, the T-54 is going to struggle to pen. He hasn't penned a single shot, and he's actually been taking the T-54 out from full hit points. And the T-54 hasn't managed to pen him at all. So that's his first kill, one tank down a piece. Now, there is an IS-8 flanking around. There is a WZ-1111-4 or something, I think it is. Yes, coming up on the hill as well. Now, he is going to go and focus the WZ, but for me, I would have tried to focus the IS-8. I would have tried to focus the IS-8, even though the IS-8 is hiding. He's gone for the tanks that he can get shots off. So there's nothing actually wrong with that because the IS-8 is actually gone out of sight and we don't know currently where he is until now. And as soon as he turns around, he's going to go for the shot and he is going to clear the tank, which is a great decision. He's taken a gun out of the game. So he's now on 4,000 damage with 2 kills. And his team, again, they are dying. 4 against 5, still a lot of work to do and an unfortunate bounce there. Now, he's going to play it very risky here. He's going to drop down to take out the E75. Personally, I thought that was the wrong decision. I would have carried on going for that WZ, but he is able to get now behind the Leopard 1 and use that HE, but he's just taken a nasty shot, 400, nearly 500 damage to get there, and it is now 3 against 4, and he's going to take another nasty shot from the Leopard. So he's now a one-shot to 2 of the 3 tanks remaining. So that was, for me, that was a bad decision in dropping down, but if he would have stayed up, maybe the Leopard 1 would have cleared this tank with him. Maybe the E75 would have stayed alive. Who knows? We don't know. But he's still on 6,000 damage. He's blocked 1,300 damage, mainly from the T-54. And it's now just this WZ that is in front of him. But there is still 2 Jaegerus left. We know where one of them is, and we knew that the other one was in the middle. So it is stopping him poking out to get this WZ. So the best he can do is try and bait a shot and just wait for the WZ to make a mistake. And he's going to switch to the heat. He does make an error there. He just poked out a little bit too much. So he's left the WZ on 6 HP, but the Jaegeru, or at least one of the Jaegerus, is on his way down. But as he's moving, he is now going to just clear that guy with the HE for his 5th kill, and it now brings it down to a 2 versus 2. I love what he's going to do here. He's going to take a shot on the Jaegeru, and he is going to be able to get around him. Now, I thought this was risky. When I watched this, I thought, oh, what are you doing? Maybe you should have just stayed under that hill. But what he's going to do now is absolutely fantastic. With the reload on this thing, you can easily permatrack tanks, especially if they have used their repair kits. And this Jaegeru, there's nothing more frustrating than being permatracked in a turretless TD and you're not able to do a single thing. He does manage to take him out, and that is 6 kills, and he's on 8,000 damage with just 1 Jaegeru left. There's plenty of time. I mean, there's still a minute and a half left on the clock. He's spotted, and so is the Jaegeru. Now he's unspotted. He probably could have used that time to drop down behind, and maybe to get around that WZ. He does get another shot there, but he is spotted. He's now spotted, and he's pretending to drop down, but he's seeming to forget that he is still spotted. So he's going to get very, very unfortunate here. There's only a minute left on the clock, and just as he comes around this corner, he gets ammo-racked. It would have been a one-shot anyway, but 6 kills, and he's not able to get that 7th. 8,300 damage, and just look at that team. Not one player with over 1,000 damage. But well done, Rejection. Very well played, and at least you've got the 8,000 damage. Come on, it's damage that I've still never, ever got. Moving on to the last game, we have Jory, and he's driving the T62 on Canal, and he's going to have the game of his life. It is Supremacy. The enemy have 2 mediums and a light tank, so he's going to go and push up towards base C and hopefully spot some tanks that is coming. Now, the T62, as we know, has been buffed. It's got nice gun depression now. It's got a lovely turret, and it's got fantastic accuracy. And the way he's playing it now, he is hugging this ridgeline. He's hugging this ridgeline so close, and he's still playing it aggressive. I mean, any tank could come over that hill behind the mediums and take him out. I mean, there's now the IS-4 is going to come up. He is going to able to shoot, but he is going to, well, he's going to pen, and the IS-4 misses his shot. So he's now just going to sit here and hug this ridgeline. He's doing damage, and he's not taking any damage in return. Nice shot there, and he does get a nice 420 bounce from the IS-4, and he's now just going to wait. Bounce there from the Leopard PTA, Leopard 1, sorry, and he's now going to again try and go for the IS-4. Unfortunate bounce there. Now, his team have capped base B. The enemy haven't capped base A, which I thought was a bit weird, considering that is on this map. That's like the base that you can easily cap. So they are now started capping A, but there's a couple of green tanks that are around that area that should hopefully be able to decap it. But sadly, they're not going to be able to. So he's still fighting. He's still hugging this ridgeline. This ridgeline is still his best friend. He's on 2,300 damage, 2,600 damage, and he's yet to take a shot. Now, the Batchat makes a big mistake here and decides to go rushing in. He is able to get 2 shots on him, taking him, 500 hit points away. But now he is on 3,200 damage, and now the Leopard 1 decides to start pushing forward. So he's just going to change the ridgeline, and this is a perfect position for the T62 because of that turret it's got, and because of the gun depression it's got. He is able just to get around here, take the shot, and back up, and there's not much the Leopard could do. Now, he's going to poke forward, and he is going to clear the Leopard for his 2nd kill. The IS-4 has now shot, and what he's going to do now, nice high roll there, he's going to rush that IS-4. There is a Death Star with him, and the IS-4, I don't even think the IS-4 has done damage. I haven't seen him do any damage. I could be wrong. So he's going to use the heat. He is going to bounce, but he's now going to get over and use this ridgeline whilst the pattern rushes. And the pattern does lose quite a lot of hit points because he decided to ram the guy. Now, ramming is not a good thing to do when it's neck and neck. When it's like 3-on-3 or 4-on-4, ramming a heavy tank and a medium tank is not a good idea. And ultimately, that could have cost them the game. I mean, he's lost 400, 500 hit points just from ramming the heavy tank. Now, he gets a nice shot there on the E100, and the E100 misses him in return, and he's now spotted the IS-7. So he's going to go up to the IS-7. Unfortunately for the Death Star, it would have been a lot better if the Death Star was able to get at least one shot in on the IS-7, but he's not. So now he's pretty much got to fight this IS-7 on his own. So he is going to take a shot from the IS-7, and now he has to move because the E100 is coming round, who does take out the pattern. So he's on his own against 3 tanks, and he's just going to move out the way. He probably could have reversed up, and instead of reversing where he was and turning, he could have just gone over the ridgeline, and he wouldn't have taken that shot, which would make all the difference in a short while. So the E100 is there. The Waffle is now behind. Gets a nice high roll there into the E100. He's going to back up. Lovely angles there. And he does manage to get a bounce. I don't know if he's got any HE left. I don't know if he's... No, he has. He's got plenty of HE left. So he probably should have used the HE to start with. But unfortunate... That was very unfortunate. He lost out on over 9,000 damage, but he still finishes on 8,500 damage. Does all the work, does all the damage, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. But well done, Jory. Very, very good game. And well done to all 3 of these replays. All 3 of them was an absolute beast of a game. I mean, 6,000 in a tier 7 and then 2 8,000, and all 3 of them were losses, was just absolutely insane. And it's definitely a worthy replays to replace my normal videos. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, those that are watching it live. I'm Meadsy69, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye bye.